All right, what is going on, guys? We're breaking into our first topic here, productive assets. So I got the start here. This probably won't be a full length video. I'm going to end up having to cut and edit this to provide the most value. But we'll start here. So productive assets. Here's Warren Buffett to lead us off.
Well, the whole idea of investment is to lay out money to get more money back later on, right?
Drinking some wine.
And if you buy a farm or you buy an apartment house or you buy into a business, either one you own directly or one you own a piece of through stocks, you are buying into an asset that you expect to produce something later on. Now, if I buy a farm like I did 25 years ago in Nebraska, I bought a farm.
So notice he said you buy it and it produces something. So that in and of itself is cash flow.
400 acres. I paid close to $700 an acre for it, and I looked to see how much it would get an estimate of how much corn it would produce per acre, how many soybeans, whether
There
I
he's
paid a tenant farmer with a tax.
Here he's talking about his analysis. So he's calculating his return, uh, his ROI on the asset that he's purchasing.
Taxes would be, and I made an estimate of the income that I would receive from that farm. I didn't go out and get a quote on it.
In the simplest terms possible, a productive asset is anything that maintains its value and generates cash flow at the very least. So most likely it at least maintains its value that it was purchased at, or if created from scratch, it gains value based on the cash flow that it generates. So that's the beauty of starting a business. But, back to a productive asset. It is something that maintains its value and produces cash flow. A simple example is rental real estate. Rent out a house that pays the mortgage and produces cash flow. You don't only get the cash flow, you get the benefits of the positive cash flow, which I suggest if you have positive cash flow on your rental real estate, save at least 6 months of payments, at least probably a year to be safe, for planned vacancies. Also that those funds could be used for repairs or anything that should happen during the course of your rental period. But so you get the cash flow is number one. Secondly, the interest being paid on the mortgage is deductible from your personal taxes. Even though you cash flowed on the property and even though the interest technically was paid by the tenants of the property that you own, they paid your interest, you get it deducted off of your earned income at the end of the year. It lowers your taxable income, therefore saving you money. So that's two. Third, it appreciates. So on the flip side, you earn the equity for free every month. You earn the deductible tax or the interest off of your taxes. Plus, if the property is appreciating, typically a house is worth, a minimum of 50,000 in my market. Even it's like a decent house these days for a single, a small family. You're looking at 150 grand. Well, in my market, real estate rents for a single family home, 3 bed, 2 bath, 3 bed, 1 bath, 1,500 plus square feet, you get 1,200, 1,300 a month for that, easy. There's very slim pickings in our market right now for rental real estate because it cash flows. Investors are snatching that stuff up like crazy. So, but very cool nonetheless. It is a productive asset. A business is a productive asset as well. If, you can own a business, quote unquote, you can also own a job and work at your business exclusively. So, owning a business versus working at your business for your full-time gig in my opinion, are two different things. If you can figure out how to detach yourself from your business while still your business operates, generates revenue, pays the employees, pays the overhead, and has extra additional capital available. And once you get to that point, once you own a business like that, you can choose what to do with that additional capital, its profits. You can invest in real estate, or you can sink it back into the business for improving the customer experience, or marketing, or expanding product lines, or giving raises, or hiring more help, or so many things. That's really exciting when you own a business. You don't necessarily have to work at it every day for your for your time you spend working. We all should spend time working and being productive and producing something. I think that helps capitalism work. But a productive asset, a business, could be a very, very lucrative productive asset. Much more complicated than maybe a rental real estate is. But owning a small business isn't that bad. Some days are better than others. I do have a little bit of experience. Not much, though. I still feel like I don't know a whole lot. I do have experience, though. Technically, right now, manage, 15 or 16 team members at both my companies. So it's kind of crazy, but they can be productive assets. The underlying factor, Kiyosaki outlines it in his cash flow quadrant. He has employee, small business owner, and then what is it? Employee, self-employed, small business owner, investor. So yeah, that's it. I'm pretty sure. So, you don't want to be in the top left corner, selling your time. I understand owning a business is not for everyone, but okay, so small businesses couldn't work without people who would not want to take the risk of owning your own business, and therefore opt to sell their time for a steady paycheck, set allotment of hours every week, and finding a place that compensates them well enough to live the way that they desire and being comfortable. When you look at that, though, it still is risky. A lot of people say it's safe, but it could be risky. What if you get fired tomorrow? Seriously, it could happen. Or what if the business goes bust? Or what if your boss gets caught of some sort of something and drags you down with him? I've seen it with friends. I call it funny business. I have no time for funny business. I like to be transparent, clear, honest, and ethical. It makes life easier. So, productive assets. I say get you some. They're not easy to get, and they do take management and maintenance. But give her a shot. Consider it as a